We now know when deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro will appear in court.
His arraignment now set for tomorrow on a 4-count indictment that charged him with leading a 25-year narco-terrorism conspiracy. ABC's Aaron Katersky has more on what comes next for Venezuela.
This morning, Nicolas Maduro is behind bars, arriving in New York aboard a government plane that touched down hours after he and his wife surrendered to U.S. Special Forces.
At its core, this was an arrest of 2 indicted fugitives of American justice, and the Department of War supported the Department of Justice in that job.
They were taken to the USS Iwo Jima, President Trump posting this image of Maduro aboard the ship, blindfolded, restrained, and wearing gray sweatpants. From there, a stop at the U.S. Naval Base in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, before the flight to Stewart Air National Guard Base, where Maduro descended the steps at sunset, surrounded by federal agents. Maduro flew by helicopter to Manhattan, where he, his wife, and 4 others are charged with narco-terrorism conspiracy, conspiracy to import cocaine, and possession of machine guns. The indictment said Maduro is at the forefront of a violent, corrupt 25-year conspiracy to flood the United States with cocaine. Prosecutors said he enriched himself, corrupted his country, and partnered with some of the most violent and prolific drug traffickers and narco-terrorists in the world. Maduro has previously denied involvement with drug trafficking, accusing the U.S. of using the war on drugs as a bid to remove him and seize Venezuela's vast oil reserves. In a final interview filmed with state television just 3 days before he was captured, Maduro saying the U.S. government knows that if they want to seriously discuss an agreement to combat drug trafficking, we're ready. Maduro took power in 2013 after the death of Hugo Chavez. Federal prosecutors said, like Chavez, Maduro participates in, perpetuates, and protects a culture of corruption in which powerful Venezuelan elites enrich themselves through drug trafficking. Maduro was not the first foreign leader to face drug charges in the United States. In 1989, President George H.W. Bush sent the military into Panama to oust Manuel Noriega, who surrendered and was convicted of drug trafficking, money laundering, and racketeering. And former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez was convicted of drug trafficking in 2024. President Trump pardoned him in November. Now Maduro and his wife Celia Flores are preparing for their first appearance in Manhattan federal court.
And that was ABC's Aaron Katersky reporting. There was a wide range of reaction to the news of Maduro's removal here in Southern California.
And people braved the rain yesterday to both protest and celebrate his arrest. There are more demonstrations planned for today, including a protest against the military action outside Burbank City Hall at 2 o'clock this afternoon. A lot of people say the United States is overstepping its bounds, while others say anything is better for the Venezuelan people than Maduro's dictatorship.
Nothing can be worse than what they were going through before this happened.
Every single Venezuelan waited 30 years for this moment. 30 years.
We absolutely condemn the brutal assault and the kidnapping that the U.S. government, the criminal U.S. government is doing right now, you know.
And the U.S. administration has passed the point of trying to manufacture consent for this war.
There were similar demonstrations and rallies from cities from coast to coast and around the world as well yesterday, with people both protesting and celebrating the American intervention in Venezuela.